Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Losty and Timmy of the Obsolete Punks here.
Hello.
Hi, Tim. Hello,
I lost
everybody.
you.
Hello, everybody in YouTube land. Appreciate you being here. Two of us are back for another top five list. Checked out our top five bassists recently, and we're going to move on to some other categories here. Today, we're going to check out our top five all-time favorite punk rock singers. As we've noted in some other videos, this is our favorites, not necessarily a definitive list, an objective list, a academic list, anything like that. These are just our favorite singers in the punk scene.
Oh, everybody's going to agree with me. They're going to be like, yeah, totally. Totally.
Well, based on how the last video went, we did not get as much hate so far as
No,
I thought we would. So, yeah.
I was impressed.
Yeah,
Thank you,
no,
YouTube.
yeah, I appreciate the feedback. And like we said in the other videos, you want to give it to us too, that's totally fine. Because again, it's all opinions. So we're going to dive into this one here in a minute, but just want to throw it out there that anybody watching this video, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear what your favorite singers are, who they are. If you have a top five list, throw it in the comments. Tell us where we're right, tell us where we're wrong. And if you have any suggestions for future themes for the top five, throw those in the comments too. Let us know. We'll take them into consideration. So, top five all time favorite punk rock singers. Tim, we're going to go to you first, and I'm going to have you kick it off with your number five.
Sounds good to me. Number five, the mighty Russ Rankin. Good riddance and only crime.
Forget the shadows of experimental bliss and all the efforts to consolidate our pride. For we can fight just as well. We can send them all to hell with all the pomp and production of a tidewater bell. We are the ciphers of old and we'll do as we're told as long as units are sold throughout the night. So many lines in the sand that we can't understand. Revert to closing the ranks on every short-sighted plan. It's just society, anxiety. Sometimes it's like the story never ends. It's heresy, hypocrisy, and through our ignorance we suffer our revenge. So quick to throw the only truth you've ever known, so far away.
Reason I love Russ so much is he's like a chameleon kind of singer. He can yell and scream, he can sing melodically, just has an absolutely great punk rock voice, in my opinion. I know we're not discussing lyrics, but he always has a really good cadence because of his lyrics that just fit the beats of the music so perfectly. So I just think he just has a fantastic punk rock voice. It's a classic. So Russ Rankin, number five.
Yeah, great pick. Solid too. I mean, just timeless almost. He sounds
Oh, he's
almost exactly
ageless.
this. Yeah, almost exactly the same today as he did like 30 years ago.
Exactly. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's
With
impressive,
as
man.
much like yelling and screaming that he does, you would think his voice would be kind of blown out, but nope,
Yeah.
not at all.
Yeah. He's been straight edge long enough that maybe he saved himself a little bit more than some other people on the
Probably,
scene.
probably helps a bit.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic pick. I like that you bring the cadence into it too, because yeah, I think we talked about it off camera that we weren't necessarily bringing lyrics into it, but cadence is definitely a thing. I think you can attribute to just a vocalist, regardless of whether or not they're writing the lyrics. And obviously, we know with Russ, he does write pretty much
Yep,
all the lyrics in the band, but still, it goes a long ways, right?
absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah, you could have a great voice, but if it's just boring lyrically, like cadence kind of thing, yeah,
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, no, totally. Like it's I don't think people realize how much has to go into all of those different things to make music work the way that it works and make it sound good.
Mhm.
Anybody can sing something over something. So I think we'll see on some other picks on here. Yeah, some unique people and how they differentiate themselves from the pack, even though they might not have the greatest voice in the world. That's what they do with it. So I'm going to dive into my number five here. And my number five, I actually had a little bit of a hard time with this one because there were two people I wanted to put here that were kind of neck and neck for very different reasons. But in the end, the person who I think had the most influence over or just it introduced me to some new areas that I was not into back in the day. So my number five is Jason Shevchuk of Kid Dynamite, None More Black, former member, Lagrisha. I think he's got a new band called Town Liar. The dude is just everywhere. Has been making music for so long. And he just barely beat out Sean Potter from War on Women, whose voice I also absolutely adore, especially because of how varied her voice is. I mean, she just does everything and has a fantastically powerful and beautiful voice. But I ended up going with Jason because, like I said, he got me into melodic hardcore. His voice and Kid Dynamite is what opened that door for that entire style of music to me.
Buckle down, bury my faith, let's go. And I'm not that direction. Responsibility, got up to take the flow. What's the fate of obsession? Just something I meant I thought, cause it wasn't paying attention. The mistakes, keep me from doing the same. Whoa, whoa. Can't say goodbye to my innocence. I said a whoa, whoa. And say I learned the consequence. Perfect mix, while music and traffic. So stoked about freedom of oxygen. So long, well it's 30 miles long. Standing right, sort of attracted. When paranoid's got the best of me. All along, holding on, it feels so wrong and hard. 8 years, 5 months, playing for who I am today. Think I was born in New Jersey. Old friends still talk the same. Fall back into the rock I came from. Yeah, I was born in New Jersey. When it will die in me.
There's just something about his gravelly, like throat shredding kind of voice that it fits the music that he does really well. But then when you really dig into it a little bit, you hear melody under all of that grit. And it's incredible. It's one of my favorite vocal stylings where you can have the rough and tough kind of sound with just a hint of melody. I think it goes a long ways in terms of just showing off that you do have a good voice. Because again, like I don't even want to say everybody can scream or everybody can do that throat shredding thing. I think people can to an extent for a short period of time, but the fact that Jason has been doing it for as long as he's been doing it, and I know his voice has changed a little bit, and I don't know how much that's like purposeful or how much it's to go with the music because everything he's been doing since Kid Dynamite doesn't sound anything like Kid Dynamite musically, which is another reason I love him. It has nothing to do with his voice, but what a unique songwriter Jason is. I can't think of too many other bands that sound like None More Black. They're just very cool and unique. And I like that it's him. It's basically just him writing all the music, writing all the lyrics, coming up with all the vocal melodies. But I'm getting sidetracked there. So, anyways, his voice, yeah, just fucking phenomenal. Shreddy and melodic at the same time and kicked open a lot of doors for me. So appreciate you, Jason. You're my number 5.
Yeah, he's got a very strong voice and very unique and recognizable. No matter
Mhm.
which band he's in, you can tell that to him. So
Totally.
he's great.
All right, Tim.
On
Lay
to number 4.
yeah, lay number 4 on us.
Brenna Red, The Last Gang.
Pieces I left behind in those cities, calling me home. Damn, I need this juxtaposition of chaos in between comedy. Oh, it's so easy just to fall in love. My keys with my name written above it, lights lost in those German nights and adventures around the world. Train us to and trap for 20-hour drives. Whoa, Clubaholic data world is on stage. Whoa, barely to home. This is our home. Take me back to the place where we all belong.
Man, what a lovely voice. Like it is just like an absolute pleasure to listen to her sing all the time. She's got that gruffness in there, kind of lower register, but she's got so much melody that she can bring in that her voice just really makes the songs more than the music does, really. It's just, man, I could listen to her sing all day long. I mean, the band is great too, really good songs, don't get me wrong, but it's just her voice just carries a lot of that band for me. And she gets compared to like a lot of other singers, but every time I hear that, I think, she's got a lot more melody than people she's being compared to, like Brody Dale and stuff like that. I mean, I can hear the similarity in the vocal, the voice itself, but the amount of melody that she actually can do in her range, everything like that is fantastic. And then she does a lot of the backing vocals herself on the albums. So she's singing in like two different keys half the time, which is really cool. So gotta love that. So Brenna Red, awesome. Last Gang, number four.
Yeah, another fantastic choice. Beautiful voice. I feel like she's got the kind of voice that like it fits the style of the Last Gang extremely well. But she could probably sing on anything,
Oh,
like
she's good.
literally anything, and it would sound great. I mean, maybe opera. I don't know. Does she have an operatic voice? Who knows? But
No.
like pop music, country music, she could do all of that and still sound great. Even doing it with her gruff,
Yep.
vocals, and it would still, because like you said, there's so much melody in her voice.
Yeah, and I mean, she's super cool too. I mean, if you ever
Yeah,
get a chance to talk to her, awesome person. And her voice, just talking to her is exactly like listening to her sing. It's weird. It's crazy. So,
that's yeah, I don't know if that's probably usually a good sign of a singer and them using their natural voice, that they just have that natural talent.
yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of other people you hear. It's like, wait, that what? How does that
It's
voice
not the
match
same
with?
person.
Yeah, not even remotely. That must be pretty effortless for. I
Yeah.
say that, as an observer, I imagine she puts a lot of work into it, but it sounds effortless.
Oh, yeah. She's fantastic.
Awesome, love it. Another great pick. My number four, I'm gonna go with Jason Cruz from Strung Out. He was that guy for me back in the day in terms of vocals. My OG love, just somebody who pulls on my heartstrings. And uh, another guy, maybe kind of similar to some other people on this list. And you brought it up with Russ. The range that he had doesn't have so much anymore, unfortunately. Really blew out his voice over the years, but he still sounds like Jason at the end of the day. Just maybe not quite the same Jason, but man, I always specifically think of Twisted by Design. There's a lot of songs on Twisted by Design where I've heard people listen to that album for the first time and go, "Are there three singers in this band?" Like, I mean, even in the same song, you got Jason doing just straight up melodic stuff. He can scream. He can, he's got growls. He's just, I mean, a gamut of like heavy voices. And there's just, yeah, again, something about his cadence, especially on old Strung Out, just works so unbelievably well. And it's really, yeah, really good at pulling it on the heartstrings. I know, again, he's the lyricist and we're not bringing it into it, but like, I feel like some vocalists who write their own lyrics tend to have a better cadence and flow with the music.
Yeah.
And
True
Jason,
understanding. You feel it.
yeah, exactly.
It's
Uh,
natural.
yeah, and that's the thing with Jason. It never feels, well, I can say that like maybe the actual physical part of it feels forced sometimes with him, but everything else feels, yeah, natural and just 100% real. It's just him going up there and giving it his all. And that's the other thing. I mean, you see Strung Out live, even today, Jason's still trying to sing his heart out and he's still giving 110% every night. But man, back in the day, I mean, the whole band's super energetic. But what Jason brings, and I didn't really think about this as an aspect, but like stage presence as a vocalist as well.
Oh,
And
he's
Jason's
great.
got that in spades. Yeah, I'm never bored watching a Strung Out show, and I was never bored back in the day watching a Strung Out show because he makes sure that you're not, you make sure you're feeling it. Maybe over the top a little bit sometimes, but still love it.
Yeah, I know these days Rob has to do a lot of lead vocals. helping to cover that. So he's definitely used that voice up, but
Yeah,
it's been a fantastic ride with Jason.
indeed.
So
Hey, Rob's got a phenomenal voice too.
absolutely.
So yeah, there's my number four, Jason Cruz of Strung Out. Number
Number
three,
three.
let's get right
Here we
into it.
go. Number three, the queen of punk rock vocals, Cinderblock. Holy shit.
Hide your words, but they keep forming in your mouth, and they are libelous, hotly popping out. I am beyond the cutting range of your dull mind and jagged tongue, and this you cannot stand. You cannot stand. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Ignorance personified. Can you hear it? Can you hear it now? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? You better listen to yourself. Can you hear it? Can you hear it now? Follow me all the way home, but you haven't got the guts to come into club.
That voice is majestic, man. Like, I'm not kidding when I say the queen of punk rock. Like, her voice is so powerful. It's just a beautiful melodic voice, and she can project her voice so perfectly, amazingly well. So everything she's done in Tilt, fantastic. She's done so many backing vocals or featured parts in songs for other bands. And I swear to God, every time she's in one of those songs, she takes it over. She makes the actual lead singer of that band sound like shit compared to her. And you're just like, oh, that poor singer. I would never, ever bring Cinderblock into one of my songs because of that reason. Be like, oh man, this is just embarrassing. So I absolutely love Cinderblock. I think if it wasn't for me going the personal taste, because the next two on my list are more influential, I would say she's probably objectively, in my book anyways, the best punk rock vocalist
Well,
because her voice is so good. So Cinderblock, Tilt, number three.
hey, you're not wrong. There is a reason. Yeah, she is on so many releases, or she's the go-to in a live setting when you need those backing vocals like that. And I think, as opposed to what I said about Brenna maybe doing it all, except for maybe opera, I think Cinder could probably do it all, including opera.
I'm sure she could if she put in the effort to do it. So,
Yeah, yeah, 100%. And yeah, I love the pick too because she again she kind of feels like the OG pick
mhm.
for that style of vocals in punk. I'm not saying that other people copy her necessarily, but she's yeah very influential.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
fantastic.
And there's
That's an
just no
amazing
one
pick.
that sounds like her, man. Like she is just on a whole different level compared to everybody else. It's just
Yep,
crazy.
so true. Well, my number three, going with another, I think, influential singer in a very influential punk band. Let's go with Milo Ackerman of Descendants.
Spent the last years in denial of my grief because you hated me. Anyone could see. I'll always wonder what I meant to you or why you hated me. What I did to you. And I can't get anywhere pretending that I don't care. Lying to everyone I see when the only thing I needed was one more day. Like yesterday, I pick you up and put me down. Wish you were still around for one more day. Like yesterday with you.
His style of vocals, again, there were a couple people that were kind of sitting around this area for me that have kind of similar voices, but at the end of the day, there's just something about Milo's voice. I almost can't even describe it because there's nothing flashy about his voice. There's nothing like super stand out about it. It's just smooth and easy to listen to and down to earth, if that's even a thing for a vocalist. But he's also got just a little bit of that country twang in his voice, which I like quite a bit because I was actually kind of thinking about John Snodgrass on my list as well. And maybe at the end of the day, I prefer John's voice a tiny bit over Milo's, but I can't deny Descendants. I like Descendants so much more than I like any of John's projects. John's got great projects, like no doubt, but um, yeah, the melody and just the ever so slight tiny bit of grit and twang that Milo's got in his voice. He's another guy with cadence too, that just
Mhm.
really for what Descendants do, like I
And
don't
he doesn't
know.
even write many of the lyrics either.
I
That's the
know.
crazy part. So,
Yeah,
but he's just in lockstep with the band, just like the whole entire band. They're all in lockstep with each other. So,
exactly. And I know like you got the stable of people that are around Descendants and the all crew and all of that, but I still feel like there is a small portion of the punk rock community that could pull off vocally what needs to happen in a Descendants or all type band because of what the music's like. And Milo's obviously got the rapport and he's got the history with them. So he's irreplaceable in that way. But yeah, just an absolutely beautiful, no frills voice. You know,
absolutely.
undeniable. Milo Ackerman, my number three.
Guess what? Milo Ackerman, my number two.
The way you wanna feel when it stops to lie, when it makes you cry, you know I'll be there. My day will come. I know someday I'll be the only one. Call me selfish, call me what you like. I think it's right to want someone for all your own and not to share her love. 'Cause I'll have my way, you won't have a say anyway. 'Cause I got you, you don't stand a chance.
So, Milo, fantastic. And he was like, I did a lot of vocals in bands back in the day. And man, he was one of my biggest influences as far as just style and just trying to figure out how he did it. But he's another one to me, just has that perfect classic punk rock voice. Like it just doesn't get much better for the genre of music than Milo in my book. So I'm not going to add a whole lot more to Milo because we've just said a whole bunch about him and I agree with everything you said. So yeah, for me, Milo, number two.
Rad. For my number two, I'm gonna go with the singer of my favorite band, Prop Gandhi, Chris Hanna, aka Jesus H. Chris, aka Glenn Lambert, aka I don't even know how many names Chris has had over the years, but
And a champion of the sanctioned, use of hard force. Pursue the policy of Jacobs, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Project Director of our newest recruitment strategy to stop future combat systems through current technology. Without any further ado, I give to you
Chris is my pick at two, not because so this is where the personal stuff really comes in because I would say probably objectively everybody I've well maybe outside of Shevchuk, the other two that I've picked so far have better voices than Chris, but Chris also has again one of those instantly recognizable voices. It's only Chris. I can't think of another singer that really sounds like him. And a big part of what he does that makes him so unique is his cadence. I adore his cadence. And again, it's not because there aren't other singers that sound kind of like him, but I don't know a whole lot of other singers in the punk scene specifically that break lines the way that he does to make rhymes work, to make words hit harder, to make ideas hit harder. And it never sounds unnatural when they do it. It never sounds like why did you put this word at the end of this line and then this word at the beginning, but those go together. it always makes sense. It's perfection. It's absolute perfection. And it matches with the music so perfectly as well. Again, clearly because Chris is writing a lot of the music, he's writing the lyrics. It's just lockstep. And it's beautiful. Um, and I will say his voice is good too. He's got a nice melodic voice. He's really learned to sing and craft his voice over the years, which I appreciate. I love how it's changed. You know, you go from How to Clean Everything, where he's just like trying to imitate some snotty UK, teenage punker, to what you started getting on Potemkin City Limits, where you're hearing a lot more of the range and power that he's got in his voice. I mean, dude can hold a note. He's got some sustain for sure. May not be always like perfectly in key or perfectly melodic, but power. That's a big thing in his voice. He makes you believe every single word he's saying, like it's the most important word that's ever been said, and cuts right to the core. So it's just it's hard for me not to have the singer of my favorite band on here. So Chris Hanna, number two.
Yeah, he's grown a lot over the years in a very good way.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with How to Clean Everything. It was fun, but
I can't imagine supporting cast with those same vocals. I don't think it would hit quite as hard.
mm,
Yeah.
not one bit.
All right. Well, we're down to number one already.
Woo!
That was fast. Are we ready for this?
I'm ready for this. You ready for
Okay.
this?
Yeah, I think so.
Number one, this guy right here, me. The reason I picked Greg Graffin, the mighty Greg Graffin of Bad Religion.
Like a rock, like a planet, like a fucking atom bomb. I'll remain unperturbed by the joy and the madness I encounter everywhere I turn. I've seen it all along in the books and magazines, like a twitch before dying, like a pornographic scene. There it is. There's a flower behind the window. There's an ugly laughing man, like a hummingbird in silence, like the dawn on my door. It's the generator.
Because man, that voice is it's developed over the years, but it's still fairly similar to much different than it was on like How It Could All Be Any Worse, but you can still hear like the suffer kind of things going on in his vocals. It's just aged like a fine wine, though, is the difference. And he is just a singer where he is one of those that can actually sound fantastic live. Like, you hear a lot of bands on their albums, their vocals sound really good, and you go and see them live, and they're pretty good. They're not great, but it works for the show. But Greg, no problem singing live. He's so powerful, just great melodic energy and just a powerful voice. So he's always been like one that I really looked up to as far as vocal style and cadence and things like that. So that's why I have number one. He's my favorite singer of all time. Number one, Greg Graffin, Bad Religion.
It's, Greg's almost like understated in a way that I think he can play tricks on people. It's just like, is Greg's voice that good? I don't know. No, it is. It's that good.
Oh, it is. Just
So
butter.
it is
Absolute.
butter.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, just couldn't work better with the band too. Could you imagine Bad Religion with another singer?
No,
Yeah.
because they have two of the shittiest albums ever made. And the only reason I can ever listen to him is because of his voice. I don't care how
Yes.
shitty the songs are. He sounds good.
Yeah,
So,
that's true, right? Like, yeah, no matter how the song is written, Greg's gonna sing it the same
yeah.
exact way. Well, my number one, it was hard to leave Greg off this list, but my number one is not Greg Graffin. And the reason behind that is because we talked a little bit about, Tim, you and I off camera, about some other uh ideas that we were maybe going to do. And I may or may not be saving Greg for that list. We'll see. But yeah, my number one is not Greg Graffin.
He,
My number one,
he
oh, sorry,
better
yes,
he
Tim.
better be on that list. Telling you right now because I know what
Give
list you're talking about.
okay, good. Give me a chance to redeem myself. I don't know. He just felt like it felt like it fit better there.
Yeah,
And if he was on my list, he would have bumped somebody out lower anyways. My number one was still going to be my number one regardless. But my number one's Chris Cresswell of the Flatliners and Hot Water Music.
There is no breakaway, only been. Wipe that tear from you, I can't let them in. Nothing's wrong, not I'm the man. Stiff up but lap until the end. Ring of mud as well hold you up so tight then. The family business poison you. So tragic, so blind, so the ever-open world. Got
Um, I don't know really what I can say about Chris other than he has a beautiful voice. It's like he can do no wrong in my mind. Even like I was listening to the new Flatliners album today, and like we were just saying, I don't like it musically yet. It might take a few listens to come around on me. But the big standout was that Chris still sounds like Chris, and he could sing anything, and I would listen to it. He could sing me the phone book, and I would enjoy it. Like, just has one of those voices that he's got all the melody and all the grit, and he knows exactly when to use them. And the thing about his grit too is it's very, at least to my ear, it's very natural. He's not trying to be gritty. It's just what happens to his voice when he starts pushing. And that to me is the best kind of grit, the kind that you're not like closing up your throat to get it, you know? It's just the way your vocal cords reverberate, and that's what happens. I was thinking about that when I was listening to the album earlier, where like he's singing a verse and it's just this very beautiful melodic, and then the chorus comes in and he's got to push a little bit, and just immediately you can hear it's like an engine revving up. You just hear how the grit is coming in as his voice is getting louder and louder and louder, but all the melody is still behind. Actually, I shouldn't even say that. The grit is behind the melody. The melody is still like at the forefront, but it's just got this amazing like gravelly rumble under it. And again, another guy with cadence. I'm going to bring it up again because it's come up so many times, but the guy that writes the lyrics in the band and writes a lot of the songs, it's just like it's a marriage made in heaven. He knows exactly when all the right pauses are and all the perfect melodies. Um, and working with that band too. I mean, they've been together for so long, basically playing since they were like 16. I just love the way that he has grown within that band and the way they've grown together. So yeah, everything from melodic to grit to just light and airy. Chris, you are my favorite punk rock singer, and you will continue to be in perpetuity. Thank you, Chris. My number one.
Yeah, he's one that blows my mind as far as like how much he's changed over the years. Because if you go back and listen to like the very first Flatliners album, where it was just rapid fire kind of lyrics, and you're like, Jesus Christ, this guy is fast and he sounds good. Compared to now, he's actually like just crooning, singing, having a good time. So
Yeah. He's got all that
you gotta love
natural
it.
like tremolo in his voice too, which I
Yeah,
really like, kind of a little bit of a warble. That's funny you brought up Destroy to Create because I think they were like he might have been 16
they were
when
kids,
he
man.
when he recorded that. So I'm not surprised that his voice has changed over
And
the
his voice
years.
still sounded really good.
It
But
did, yeah.
man,
But he
that
was a kid, like
rapid
literally a
fire
kid.
just flew through those lyrics. It was crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Folks, there you have it. Top five punk rock singers in our opinions. Just our opinions.
It's all right. You can If you disagree, you disagree. It's all good.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens with me leaving Greg off. I thought I was going to catch it for leaving Matt Freeman off the base list, and like not a peep. Nobody cared
Nope.
that I left Matt Freeman off. So
That's because he at least made the list somewhere. If he wouldn't have been
that's
in there for either of us, people would
that's
have been
true.
like, "You guys are fucking stupid."
Yeah, and objectively we would have been. I mean, somebody had to put him on. I feel like we covered our bases then on the singers as well.
Oh yeah.
YouTube folks, thank you so much for joining us for this top five. Again, leave your comments down there. Let us know who your top five are. Let us know who we missed. Let us know what you got as far as suggestions for other stuff. We'd love to check it out. And until next time, Timmy and Losty out.
See ya.